the sun is just starting to climb up over the treetops. And it's gonna be a beautiful day, that's plain to see.
Welcome to Bill Dance Outdoors, America's most popular and longest running TV fishing show.
Now I've gone fishing with Bill Dance today.
I think we got about everything we need.
I think we're good, Bill.
Huh?
All we need is some fish in the boat.
Well, I think you'll be in good shape.
We can make that happen.
You never know, but I mean, you buy a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I think we got everything. I have really been looking forward to getting back down here with you.
Yeah,
I have had so much fun fishing this marsh. I'm telling you, I have.
We're gonna catch some fish.
Well, here she is. I tell you what, I've had some fun times in this whole thing. Have you, in the last year since I've been here, have you done any modifications to it, or have you done anything to it special?
No, Bill, I hadn't changed a thing. You know, I've taken her through some of the roughest terrain you can imagine, and later today we're gonna do some more of that.
Well, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to it, I really am. You know, I think I said this the last time we were together. I've been on a lot of airboats, but I've never been on one that was as nice as this boat here, as far as the room on this boat, the stability of this boat. I mean, you've got the deck on this boat, the storage on this boat. Let's spend just a minute, and let me just show the viewers what you've got right here. Look here. Naturally, you got a power pole on it, which is a major plus for shallow water fishing.
Well, Bill, you remember last year we couldn't have fished some of the days we did without the power pole.
Absolutely.
You know, it was a lifesaver.
And you've got two twin trolling motors fixed off the back, and that's pretty unique.
Yeah, they're retractable, you know. You remember last year I push a button, they go down in the water, and when we jump over dikes and stuff, we retract them to get out of the way. But again, last year, there were days we fished, we couldn't have fished without that setup.
Now both of these, this one, and of course the one on, these are both 24 volt units, right?
I think that is one change I made. I stepped them up. These are 36 volts.
Oh, you've gone to 36 volts on these?
36 volts on
Oh, that's fantastic. These are motor guides, right?
Yes, sir.
36 volt.
Yes,
now,
sir.
We talk about storage. Now, of course, you keep your boards in here and your PVC pipes for running up on the dikes and stuff in here.
Yes, sir.
You got unbelievable storage here. You got storage in here. You got storage here. You got storage there. You got rod storage over here. You've got tackle storage all in here. In fact, this whole deck right up here is nothing but storage.
That's right. Everything in there is dry storage.
And then all down in here, you've got your coolers. You can put coolers. You keep all your apparel and stuff in here, rain gear.
Rain gear, everything else up there.
And then another feature here is your seating. That'll seat 3 people across here.
Oh, easy. Yeah.
So how many people can you seat?
Oh, 5 comfortably.
5?
Yeah.
And of course, these big seats right here.
Oh, I can take four fishermen.
3 across here.
1 up there, 1 driver.
And 1 driving.
Yep.
Now these seats are extremely comfortable. I just can't get over the room you've got here. As far as you can fish, you can stand up, you can cast. You don't get in anybody's way.
Yeah, it's like I told you last year. I think, you know, guys call and want to book a trip, and they go, "Well, I don't think we can fish on an airboat. You got something else." I said, "Well, you hadn't fished on my airboat, partner."
Boy, that's the truth. Well, Mike, we've done our shopping. Our gear's loaded. You've done your homework out in the marsh, so let's head that way for a fun and exciting day in search of our friend, old Mr. Largemouth.
Well, Bill, let's go.
I'm ready. There's one. Good. Ooh.
Is he a good one?
Yeah, hey, he's a nice one. I mean, he just plowed it. That's a pretty one. Woo! Toodaloo.
Bill Dance Outdoors. Sponsored by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Rebel, catch fish anywhere. And by Mercury Marine, go boldly. Today's Conditions Log is sponsored by Outdoor Water Solutions, offering pond and lake aeration systems with energy-saving solutions including solar and wind, customized to fit your need. Visit OutdoorWaterSolutions.com for quality aeration products.
Look at him boil it. He hit it right time to hit the water. Where is he? Oh boy, that's a
there
big
you go.
one. That's a big one there.
That's a good one. You want me to go to him, Bill, or you
No,
good?
I got him. Just let it back out.
All right. Just gonna let the wind take us.
Nice one. Okay, boy. Thank you.
Whoa, he's barely hung in the
that's a
lip.
fat little old bass too, brother.
Barely hung in the top lip, isn't
Look,
it?
that's a nice one. What is the predominant forage in here?
Shiners and gizzard shad.
Shiners and shad.
Yep.
Boy, I'll tell you what, they got something good to eat, don't they?
Yeah, and they're quite plentiful. This is a nice one, Bill.
Yes, it's a nice one. Look there. Yes. Look how fat he is too.
Okay, little buddy. Till next time.
What will all this hydrilla do when it gets real hot?
Yeah, Bill, it'll completely grow over and it'll just look like a piece of yellow carpet out here, all right? And you'll see a few little trenches where the water's just a foot deeper. You'll be able to see those in those hydrilla because there won't be hydrilla where the little bitty trenches are. But for the most part, it'll just look like yellow carpet out here.
Well, what will the fish do? Will they move to the canals? Or?
Yeah, they'll move into those little deeper trenches and then they'll make their way to the deeper canals. Yeah, because that water will get so hot, I don't think they can take it. I mean, it gets really warm. But then everything else moves to the canals too. The gators move to the canals, you know, garfish, mudfish.
Gators move to the canals too?
Yes, sir.
Well, they know
They'll be
that.
thick.
They know that too, don't
Yep.
they? Do they eat? I bet they eat a lot of big bass, don't they?
I don't really think they feed that much on the big bass. I think the bass are a little bit too evasive for them, but they will eat the mudfish then, the garfish, the mudfish, the garfish, the tilapia, the picostomus, all of those slower moving fish.
Well, you're looking at thousands and thousands and thousands of acres, and it pushes all those fish to the canal.
Yes, sir.
You ought to be able to get in the canal and just close your eyes and throw a bait straight up in the air, and wherever it falls, catch a fish.
I have seen it that way, but you've usually only got just a week or two it'll be that way.
Why?
That the water level will be just perfect for that, and then if the water level continues to drop, that water even in the canal gets so hot and it gets so full of gators that they tear up all the hydrilla, and it's like fishing in coffee.
Come here.
I've been in here. I've had to cut paths in here when it get that way, and once it gets to a certain point, it's over. It's not any good until the water level comes back up.
How long? When does that happen?
I've seen that. Well, May, June, I've seen it get extremely, extremely dry until we got a tropical storm or tropical depression that'll replenish some of the water.
Today's show is brought to you in part by Quantum Rods and Reels, Quantum Performance Tuned, Mystic Lubricants, Lubrication Domination, and Tracker Boats, Fish the Finest. Today's equipment log is brought to you by Ego Fishing and their all-new S2 slider landing nets with the most advanced handle extension technology. Take the battle to the water with Ego. Today's show is sponsored in part by Berkley, Catch More Fish, Bill Dance Exclusive Rods by Quantum, and by Garmin. Fight your fish, not your fish finder.
Whoa, bust. Nice one. Like a screamer. Coming around your side, Mike.
Come on around.
He doesn't know where he wants to go. He got the whole thing.
I believe he inhaled that one.
He got it. He got it. I mean, he got it way back there.
You need an extra hand?
No, I got it. I found just looking for the pliers. I got it with my hand. Got the whole thing. Nice. Ooh wee, look here. That's a nice one.
See what we got, see what we got.
There he goes under the boat. He's certainly not as big as mine, the last one I caught.
Oh, probably not.
Well, no, he's a dink. It's a nice fish. Nice fish, great fish, super fish. Oh, isn't that
beautiful thing, huh?
Yes, they are.
You need to go to the crematory, huh, Bill?
Yeah, well, I've caught a bunch on it. Time to rig up a new one. That's what I like about this skip gap hook. Once you put it in, it's got that offset in it, and when you rig it, insert the hook, skin hook that bait, just bring it through like so, right up through the head, and then stick it in just like that. But what the skip gap hook does, it rides right here on that crease, and it helps support that right there, where your eye doesn't want to slide down. So it helps support it. That's a good hook for a worm, for baits like this. So it works real, real well. Helps support it, keeps it straight, keeps your line perfectly straight, rides real good up under it. I've had great success with it in the winter months by throwing it out, letting it fall. I like it to fall horizontally and work it on a horizontal plane. These fish prefer to hit it moving horizontally through the water column. Bait works much better than vertical, falling vertically. You know, I have people ask me a lot, do you use braid more than you use monofilament? Well, I probably use monofilament more than I do braid, but in certain situations, I use braid. Like when I'm fishing heavy vegetation, I like braid because it just cuts through it so much better than monofilament. When is the prime months to fish down here?
Bill, I would say February, March, and into April.
How about the fall?
You know, I catch fish year round, but the peak of it the whole year would probably be February, March, and April. But, you know, there have been times I've been in fishing September and October and catch 100 fish. And the biggest thing is water level. That's the biggest factor.
The Bill Dance Question and Answer of the Week is brought to you by Mystic Lubricants and their complete line of JT4 marine products. A full line of products for your full line of pursuits. Visit mysticlube.com today. There's something always new cooking in the kitchen at Berkeley. Look at this new dish, Berkeley's Floor Shield. Those Berkeley scientists keep coming up with great recipes, and they've done it again with Floor Shield. They've discovered how to infuse fluorocarbon in a copolymer, combining the manageability of monofilament with the abrasion resistance and near invisibility of fluorocarbon at a great price.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Millennium Marine, a new class of comfort. And by Garmin Force Trolling Motors, fish with force. Closed caption provided by Power Pole, the original shallow water anchor.
Today's product tip is brought to you by Garmin and their GPS map series, chart plotter, sonar combos. With advanced sonar technology like Chirp and exclusive Panoptix all-seeing sonar, you'll spend less time finding your fish.
There are many places you don't want to be hauling your boat when your bearings go out. For example, you don't want to be in rush hour traffic or on some back road in the middle of nowhere. And that's why I use Mystic JT6 bearing grease. The definition of reliable, Mystic allows me to always get there and back. And if you pack your bearings with Mystic, the same reliability will be yours as well.
Come be part of Bill Dance Digital. Join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Follow us.
Bill, I'm hooked up. Whoa, son, look, check this out, baby.
Another stick marsh bass. Nice, Mike, nice.
Hey, Bill, this is what we're looking for.
Yes, sir. When it comes to equipment, what I'm using today is a Quantum XO tour rod. It's 6'10", it's a medium heavy. I've got it, the particular reel I'm using is a 30 size Speed Freak. This Quantum Speed Freak reel is kind of unique. It takes in 33 inches of line per revolution. It's a 6.2 to 1 gear ratio. I've got it spooled with 30-pound Berkeley X9 braid.
Well, you had a good trip last year, didn't you?
Oh, fabulous. We whacked those bass on it, Papa, didn't we?
We did. Yeah, that was a good day.
Boy, that was a fantastic day. You just throwing that thing out there, pucka, 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 boom. You'd miss one, you'd just throw it right back, boom. Yeah. Let me tell you something. You want to have more fun than you can imagine. You ought to come to Stick Marsh and get with this guy right here. It's exciting, from the time you get on this boat and put up with all the stuff that you can put up with him for a day, you'll have more fun than you can. I'm telling you what, it's just one of the most exciting trips that I've had on Bill Dance Outdoors. I mean, it's fun. You always catch fish when you get with Captain Mike. It's a fun trip, I tell you what. And not only do you catch a lot of fish, you get the excitement of riding down through these trails on this airboat, and you see alligators, you see things that you'll never see anywhere else. You know, in other words, you not only have guide trips for bass fishing, you've got gator trips, you've got trips that you go on bird tours, you show scenic trips with the Audubon Society.
Yeah.
What else do you do?
We do the gator hunts in the fall, and then year long we have the tours, which is basically an eco tour, anywhere an hour, 2 hours long, so we see lots of birds, get into the different types of habitat, different types of fish in the lake, different types of birds and plants, the ecosystem of the river, the history of the river, all about the life cycle of alligators. We just have a good time.
And if you want to go offshore fishing, you can
we do
that
some
too.
offshore fishing, do some inshore fishing. If you want to fish, we can arrange it.
But we've had a great time today. We hope you've enjoyed it, and you hope that you'll tune in again next week at the same time. This is something you can do, and this is a guy that can do it for you. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching Bill Dance Outdoors. Join us here again next week.
Now I've gone fishing with Bill Dance today.